The illusion of choice. You walk into a grocery store on a random Tuesday, and suddenly it's like stepping into the Matrix. Rows upon rows of nearly identical products, each screaming for your loyalty. You compare two cereals. One has a cartoon tiger, the other has a cartoon bee. You feel clever, strategic, you're choosing. But behind the curtain, both cereals are made by the same company. So are the granola bars, and the soy milk, and the toothpaste you just bought to balance out the guilt. You were never really shopping. You were navigating a maze constructed by a single corporate minotaur wearing 7 different hats. This is what's called manufactured choice. It's a classic sleight of hand where monopolies wear disguises. You're free to choose, but only between the options they gave you. And when you feel like you have control, you let your guard down. You stop questioning. You think, well, at least I didn't buy the big brand. Spoiler, you did. Scarcity trap. You're online late at night, doing something dangerous, shopping emotionally. You click on a winter coat even though it's July. Next to it, red text flashes, only 3 left in stock, order soon. Suddenly, your calm consumer brain transforms into an adrenaline-fueled survivalist. You slam that buy now button like you're defusing a bomb in an action movie. Your heart rate spikes. You've just been psychologically mugged. This is scarcity marketing, one of the most primal manipulation tools in the arsenal. Your brain evolved in an environment of genuine scarcity. Food, shelter, warmth. If it was rare, you took it, because you never knew if it'd be there tomorrow. Modern companies hijack that system. They fake the shortage, they fake the urgency, they fake the panic. Because panic sells. Scarcity flips your mind into do not think, just act mode. The real product being sold isn't the jacket, it's the fear of missing out. And once you learn to recognize that fear spike, you'll see it everywhere. Infinite scroll. You're on your phone, maybe TikTok, maybe Instagram. You promise yourself just 5 minutes, just to decompress. Just a quick dopamine hit before bed. 47 minutes later, you're watching a video of a raccoon making pancakes and you don't even know how you got here. You haven't blinked in 20 minutes. Your soul is tired, but your thumb keeps scrolling. Welcome to Infinite Scroll, the psychological equivalent of being stuck on a treadmill that spits Skittles into your mouth every 10 steps. You don't stop because your brain thinks something even better is coming just one more swipe away. This is variable reward conditioning, the same psychological system casinos use, the slot machine model. You pull the lever, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, but the maybe is what hooks you. The content never ends because the goal isn't entertainment. The goal is retention. You're the product, your time is the currency, and your attention is the livestock. It's not just scrolling, it's farming, and you're the crop. Social proof. You're looking at 2 products, same price, same color, same basic function, but one has 2,000 5-star reviews and the other has 17. Which one do you pick? Exactly. So do millions of others. That's social proof, the human tendency to believe something is good if other people say it's good. But here's the twist. Those people, they might be bots, or fake accounts, or paid ambassadors, or interns with 20 burner phones. But your brain doesn't investigate. It doesn't ask for receipts. Because for most of human history, trusting the group kept you alive. You didn't need to understand fire, you just followed the warm cave. Brands use this instinct to fast-forward trust. They stack stars, inflate metrics, and signal, this is what everyone else is doing. The second you feel like you're missing out on the popular thing, you're primed to click. You think you're choosing the best product, but really, you're choosing the most validated product. And those aren't always the same thing. Loyalty programs. You're at the coffee shop. Again. Not because you need caffeine, not even because you like the taste, but because you're 12 stars away from a free drink you didn't ask for and probably wouldn't have bought, but now it's a mission. Loyalty programs seem like perks, but they're actually behavior loops designed to turn you into a Pavlovian customer. You spend money to earn points, then spend more money to use those points, then keep coming back so your streak doesn't reset. This is gamification, a feedback loop where spending becomes progress and buying things becomes a quest line. You're no longer a shopper, you're a player grinding XP. And your reward? A latte you already paid for 6 times over. It feels like a win. It's not. It's a rerun. The moment a loyalty program turns getting coffee into achieving status, you've officially been recruited into the capitalism battle pass. Personalized ads. You mention something to a friend, let's say hiking boots. The next day, hiking boots appear on every app you open. You didn't search it, you just said it, and now your phone is a retail psychic. Creepy? Yes. Coincidence? No. This is behavioral targeting, and it's not magic, it's math. Every click, scroll, dwell time, and hesitation you show online is tracked. Your digital profile has more data points than your doctor. Companies don't just know what you like, they know when you're likely to buy, what time of day you're emotionally vulnerable, and which headline format makes you more likely to click. The ads feel eerily accurate because they are. And the scariest part? You usually don't remember consenting. You're not being shown what's relevant. You're being shown what's effective. And sometimes that line is the difference between I need this and I was manipulated into needing this. Anchoring. You walk into an electronics store and see a $1,200 TV. You think, no way. Then you see another one, $899. Same size, similar features. Suddenly it seems like a bargain. You didn't save money. You fell for anchoring. Anchoring is when your brain locks onto the first piece of information it sees and uses it as the baseline for every decision afterward. The $1,200 TV wasn't meant to be bought. It was meant to make the $899 one look like a steal. This trick works everywhere. Menus use expensive dishes to make the mid-tier ones look affordable. Subscription pages use inflated, regular prices to make the, now only $49, seem generous. You think you're weighing the value, but you're actually reacting to a fake baseline. It's like a game where the difficulty slider starts at extremely hard, just so hard feels easy. But you're still getting clobbered. Brand humanization. You're on Twitter. Wendy's just roasted a rival chain. Duolingo is posting thirst traps. Slim Jim is doing memes like a teenager on Adderall, and somehow you're laughing. You like these brands. You feel close to them. You root for them like they're sitcom characters. This is brand personification. Companies figured out that if you see them as people, quirky, relatable, emotionally tuned people, you're less likely to treat them as exploitative behemoths trying to harvest your wallet. Instead of giant corporation, your brain sees funny internet friend. You follow them. You engage with them. You defend them in arguments like they're a favorite cousin. But let's be real. Corporations don't have feelings. They have quarterly earnings reports. They aren't your buddy. They're profit-maximizing organisms with a marketing degree and a Wi-Fi connection. The moment you feel emotionally bonded to a logo, take a breath. Then remember, it's not love. It's strategy. The guilt trip. You're buying shampoo. Normal task. Then you see a label. 10% of profits go to saving baby sea turtles. Now it's not just shampoo. It's shampoo with a soul. Suddenly, if you don't buy it, what are you? Some monster who hates turtles? Someone who uses villain shampoo that chokes coral reefs and kicks dolphins? This is the moral manipulation play, where brands wrap consumerism in a warm, ethical blanket and dare you to say no. It's called cause marketing, and it's built to hijack your empathy. By aligning themselves with noble causes, climate, social justice, animals, they transfer moral weight onto the purchase. But here's the catch. The donation is usually tiny. The impact? Vague. Sometimes it's a straight-up PR stunt to bury bad press. That sustainable-looking paper packaging might be greenwashed plastic. That eco-friendly company might own a coal-fired subsidiary. Yet your brain doesn't audit the receipts. It just wants to feel good, to be good. So you buy the product, not because you need it, but because it lets you outsource your conscience. And for the brand, that's the most profitable virtue signal of all. Large companies don't need to force you to buy. They just need to shape the environment so buying feels like your idea. You're not weak, you're not dumb, you're human, and your psychology has been reverse engineered into a user interface. But now you see it. The illusion of choice, the panic of scarcity, the endless scroll, the fake reviews, the XP grind, the precision ads, the price traps, the lovable mascots. None of it is an accident. But awareness? That's your first real power-up. Because the next time you reach for the product, pause. Ask, is this me, or is this the code talking? Game on. Let me know in the comments if you want a video on how to combat these manipulative marketing techniques.